Good evening. Nitro Field House presents the Balto Revue, Episode 4, with your hosts, Balto Exclamation Point, Plaidworthy, and me, Ben Yan. Tonight's special guest, Rem Lezar of Valley Video.
Dads, check them out. Dads,
Okay.
check them out at your local bowling alley.
That was a great commercial.
Yeah. Hey, which one's mine?
Commercial?
No, which dad?
You and your dad look just alike.
Yeah, we do, don't we?
If you did a
lot of
face
people
swap, it would be
What?
exactly the same. You wouldn't be able to tell a difference. What is Ben doing there? Looked like he was climbing out of a boat.
What happened to the picture? I think they're in a bathtub, aren't they? Ben Yond and his dad.
Looked like a boat.
And you have two dads there.
I do have two dads.
Yeah.
Bill and Raymond. My dad's actual first name was Billy. Billy.
Really?
Yeah, that seems unusual, right? A little bit?
Yeah, it seems like a nickname.
Yeah, Billy. But I swear to God.
Bill was his nickname for Billy.
Yeah. It's backwards.
His name was Bill Murray.
It should have been Bill on the birth certificate, and they call him Billy, but no, they named him Billy. Maybe his mom wanted him to be like a forever child. She didn't want him to grow up. If we name him Billy, nah, probably not.
Well,
how you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right. How's everyone out there?
I'm excited about this Jimmy Phone segment. Just a
too.
little background on this. Plaidworthy, I don't know, how many years ago was this where you sent me all these things? When did we do
Dating back at least to like 2007-ish, I would say 2008.
Yeah.
But I essentially would create, take a picture of my flip phone and record a message over it, and it would play as soon as the recipient would open the phone. It would play the audio under the image, under the still image.
And I saved all these.
You can't do that easily with a smartphone, so it's sort of an art form of the past.
But you can send a video now.
A video, it's not the same though.
No, it's lame. But anyway, I collected all these over the years, and then for your birthday one year, to surprise you, I made this track with all of your messages and invited friends of mine, Jeff Davis, his drummer, Terry McManus played some guitar, Matt McDonald played trombone, Aaron Irwin played some clarinet, and I played a bunch of crap on there, and we came up with this track called
whole album, right?
It's an album, but
one long track.
It's one long track.
Yeah.
So it's snowing and I look like I'm pooping. Let's roll that.
And we're adding one each segment, each time.
Mm-hmm.
A twin-din diddle-diddle-dee. A twin-din diddle-diddle-diddle-diddle-diddle-diddle-diddle-diddle-dee. Baby maggots crawling in and out of diarrhea poop. Diarrhea poop. Electronic robot.
That's one of my favorite. The electronic robot, I've been saying that for years.
I've been saying it for years too.
Like around my kids.
It grows
always. Yeah, just
electronic robot.
Like what are you saying? But yeah, that one stuck with me for a long time. And what was that? A USB 1?
No, it was a 2, I think. Maybe a 1. But it was
Well,
just a little thumb drive, just the top of it, you know.
yeah, but that had to be a USB 1, right?
Maybe. Yeah, you might be right.
What was there any structural difference between a USB 1 and a USB 2?
I don't know. I don't
Or is
remember.
it just the thickness of the cord? Because for my money, it seems like they just keep making the cord thicker. What are you doing? Are you watching videos during the show?
I am a little bit. I got bored. I got bored.
Are you watching the YouTube chat box?
Yeah.
Okay, hit me with
I'm
it.
trying to chat. I'm trying to respond to somebody.
Hit me
and I
with.
can't.
Well, how many viewers do we have on YouTube right now? Is there a viewer? This is our first time going to YouTube.
Three are watching right now.
Woo! All right.
Dave Ashley is out there.
Oh yeah. He's always in there. And Nate's on here. Nate's going to come on and sculpt with us in a few weeks. It's going to be awesome. So the next thing we got going here is the Jam of the Week, which is a Facebook group that I joined, I don't know, like 2010 or something. And I didn't
know it was a Facebook group.
Yeah, it's a Facebook group, and every week they put up a new composer or a song, and everyone has to do the same composer or song, and you post a video. And I did this for a handful of years, and then I quit Facebook for like 3 years. Took some time off, but I joined back Facebook. I don't know why, but so I'm back in this group, and every week I put out a song, but I play it on Balto saxophone.
It's usually a cover, right?
Yeah, it's somebody else's. Yeah, I don't know if they've had an originals week. Probably have, but I don't remember. But yeah, it's a cover. This week it was ballads, and so here's the video I made for this week on Balto saxophone. I'd rather get COVID-19 than listen to that again. Next time, stop playing so I can hear the real musicians in the backing track. Please go back to your job of offering fries at McDonald's. Everyone that liked this trash is just as bad. That's from, I don't know, I guess a member of Jam of the Week whose name is Levi's.
You're still working at McDonald's? So would you call that positive negative criticism or negative positive criticism? Either one, right?
I love the haters. Like, that's the most fun part. That's the most fun thing about it is the hate comments. How you doing?
Did you mention the name of that song?
The name of that song is Come Rain or Come Shine.
Yeah. Excellent performance.
Thanks, man. Normally
interpretation, I should
the
say.
Balto
right?
isn't, it's not your thing. You always rag on the Balto on the show.
I do.
I think you did like the first show we did. You were just like,
no, it's just taking the perspective of
Not for
the
everybody.
audience, you know, trying to commiserate with them a little bit.
yeah. Yeah. For those who don't know, the Balto saxophone is an alto saxophone with a bari sax mouthpiece and a plastic reed. And by putting a bari sax mouthpiece on it, you got to wrap the cork in a bunch of toilet paper because it doesn't fit. It's way too big. And it makes the saxophone all out of tune. It goes up a half step as you get higher. And it's got magical notes that aren't on the real saxophone that just come, well, I guess there's one magical note called the groin scraper. The other notes come out multiphonics, which is kind of cool. But anyway, I was teaching a sax quartet at the New Jersey Workshop for the Arts. Like, man, when was that? 2010 maybe? And I was coaching a saxophone quartet. I was playing bari because I didn't have any bari students. And after rehearsal, I had my alto there, and I think one of the students said, "Wonder what that sounds like with your alto sounds like with the bari mouthpiece." And I tried it, and it sounded like a monster. And I was like, "This is the best thing I've ever heard in my life. I am going to play this instrument." You
know, I didn't think I knew, or I maybe forgot that it was recommended to you to try.
Yeah, one of the kids said,
"That's awesome."
Yeah.
Do you remember his name?
Well, the sax quartet, I know Jeff Marino was in there. God, I feel bad that now.
You owe that kid.
Maybe Nick Canavan, Jen Cortez was in there, Eric Michalauskas. Who the hell was? I don't remember. Maybe it was Jeff. Might have been Jeff.
Anyway, let's just say Jeff.
Let's say Jeff.
And let's give a big thank you to Jeff. Publicly.
Jeff. Yeah. Anyway,
and as evidence with that comment, the Balto does have the ability to anger people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited about our special guest.
I am too. Rem Lezar of Valley Video.
It's going to be cool, man. So let's, we got a clip, and it's
video compilation for us.
Brought to you by Candy Bars.
I like chewing chocolate candy bars.
Chocolate deliciosa.
I like chewing chocolate candy bars.
Também gosto de chocolate.
I like
chewing chocolate candy bars.
Chocolate bem gostosa.
Gostoso, gringo.
When the drum beats go like this. Pump up the volume, pump up the volume, pump up the volume, dance, dance.
I thought we had a talk about this once. Were you fooling around the funeral home and you didn't clean up after yourself? And I told you we're never to come over here again? And you're in here frigging around like this? Get your stuff and get it out of here. Mom lost the dog over in the park. I want you to go over there and find her. You got some nerve doing that, Dominic, after I told you not to.
Buddy. This filming? No.
Yeah, I mean, I think women have always been on television, but this year especially there was an influx, which I think is fantastic. And I look up to so many of the female comedians who are on now, you know, so it's been awesome to kind of be in the same category as them this year.
Your character is starting to get a little bit more raunchier. You were more like,
I've had over 40 pizzas in the last 30 days. Works Sapolsky in jail. He has no pizza experience. He's never been in the pizza category. He doesn't really have a passion for quality. And probably most important, he doesn't have a passion for people. Stay tuned. The day of reckoning will come. The record will be straight. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Sooner than later.
So it just really upset me that she would come in and say that to me and then sit at your table.
Stop it. Oh, who are you?
But has she met her match?
You want to do it again?
Sit down.
Dr. Phil.
You can threaten him,
Good.
but I'm your worst nightmare, girl.
That's tomorrow. With her family.
She's threatened you with knives.
She's defiant.
Stop it. Oh, who are you?
But has she met her match?
You want to do it again?
Sit down.
With Dr. Phil.
You can threaten him,
Good.
but I'm your worst nightmare, girl.
That's tomorrow.
Might be some clouds behind the moon. Some's going in front, and some's going in behind it.
It's over and done, but the heartache lives on inside. And who is the one you're clinging to instead of me tonight? And where
So good.
Rem Lezar, thanks for being on the program.
Woo!
Thanks for having me.
That was great. Hey, before we discuss the video compilation, I think we need to talk about the elephant in the room.
Yeah, we got to get down to brass
You
tacks.
actually worked on our first episode. You did technical support, and then you kind of vanished. You quit. Why'd you quit?
Why'd you walk out on us, man?
Well, yeah.
Oh boy.
When we needed you the most.
These questions weren't ran by my publicist before this. I still got to hire a publicist too. So.
But it's good to see you again.
You too.
Yeah.
I'll give you my official excuse later in writing.
I affectionately refer to that last segment as the Jello slap. I'm very fond of that.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Clouds Behind the Moon, though, is my favorite of that.
There's clouds behind the moon, and then he says it again. He
he doubles down.
And you can hear the camcorders zoom in, which you don't get that on cell phones.
No.
Like you can literally hear that lens zoom, which is a really nice touch. Another little clue that how old that video is.
How long have you been doing these compilations?
That is a good question that I am prepared to answer. Since I lived in Pittsburgh, actually, it started off as me and some friends there having like a monthly screening at a friend's house where we'd set up a projector, and then whoever wanted to bring videos could bring videos.
Nice.
And then that turned into us putting on a couple public screenings. This is from like 2012 to 2014. So we did a couple public screenings in Pittsburgh in 2014. And then when I moved out to Los Angeles after that, I continued on. And first it was called VCLA, which was Video Collective Los Angeles. And then now we're Valley Video.
So, and all of these segments are sourced, right? And do you source them from video cassette, or do you go out online to find them, or?
Sometimes, mostly it's from YouTube now.
Okay.
It's become YouTube deep dives for the most part. It's kind of just naturally evolved slightly over time.
And do you ever do any scoring of your own? Any music?
Sometimes, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
The first video really takes me back because I know that we created something really similar, and it makes me think that lots of kids must have gotten in trouble making movies and then got yelled at and got that captured.
Yeah.
I know
for sure it happened to me a couple times in a grocery store.
There could be a whole YouTube channel devoted to just kids that got in trouble with the camcorder.
Yeah.
And then that
wonderful.
Yeah, and that was caught on tape. It's hilarious that the guy he catches them again doing it, and the kid's dog was loose, and next time I see you and you're frigging around in here is a great line. Yeah, that's so funny. And I like to see Papa John get some disrespect.
Yeah.
It's hysterical that he it's not enough to say that the reckoning is coming. And then he says, stay tuned, stay tuned, stay tuned. And he can't help himself, he says, because it's coming soon. It's like, can't you just stop with the stay tuned? You got to have in there that it's coming soon, too.
Yep.
That's so funny.
That's our guy. What a maniac. That video is from a really amazing YouTube channel called BeaterBoy87. And this person uploads the same clip, sometimes multiple times a day, of Peter Griffin and Family Guy holding his knee in pain. And it's maybe a 4 or 5 second clip. And he just posts this constantly. And then occasionally he just posts this amazing, that Papa John's video, just something super psychedelic that has some unique process that he goes through to make it.
Is that what the show is? Is that just I know it's a sample of what the show is, but I mean, is that give people a good taste of what like is coming up soon. It's just a big compilation of stuff that you've found, and it lasts for what's your normal length of a show?
Well, when we were doing them live, if you guys could remember those days, we'd do about an hour-long program and then take a break and then come back and then play submissions, because people can always bring whatever they want to play as long as it's 10 minutes or less. But now our last one was like an hour and a half, and that just, I don't know, something about being in quarantine all the time and having time being really weird. It just makes more sense for them to be longer now. So I think they're all going to be about an hour and a half now.
Cool.
And when is the big show, and where can people watch it?
Oh, that's a big announcement. July 26th. It'll be available on Valley Video's YouTube channel. We'll do a premiere, so you can watch it live, basically. And you can go to our website, which is just valley.video.
And I really like the website design. It reminds me of old video store rental signage, which I'm guessing was your intention.
Yes. Yeah, thank you.
And is that really the motivation for what you do? Is it just like a lot of nostalgia for video?
I think that's definitely part of it. The three of us that do this too really appreciate just transfers of things. So even getting the extra Zoom transfer for that compilation made me really happy. Like the last video is like pretty pixelated by the end. And like, that's not what the first version I saw looked like years ago. So that's kind of, normally, I guess in my professional life, that's the opposite of what you want. But in this specific instance, there's something that we kind of like lean into with that.
Nice.
I have a question. What sort of products do you use, or would you recommend to get that kind of thick, nice quarantine beard? Because like I'm hurting over here. This is like a month of growth.
That's a Valley Video beard.
It's yeah, that's quality. Do you have any recommendations, or is it just in the genes? Where do you
have you seen the Peanut Butter Solution?
No.
The movie, The Peanut Butter Solution?
No.
Watch that, and it tells you how to grow hair much faster than you ever need to or want to.
Really?
And you just work back from there.
Okay. All right. Sweet. We do have a question in the Q&R from Nate. Yes, what is pop chip?
What is a pop chip?
It's a snack food. It's a delicious snack food that I can down a bag of pop chips. Actually, I don't buy pop.
But is it popcorn?
Yeah,
like in the form of a chip.
It's some kind of popcorn product that they mold into a chip. But how can it be popcorn?
They could probably pound it, right? Pound it flat. They have these people in a line on an assembly line, and they just pound each popcorn flat. That's what I envision.
Do you imagine the first step is a big popcorn popper? So they're making like popcorn,
and it's just coming through, and they work like 16-hour shifts just pounding them flat.
I've accidentally stepped on a piece of popcorn before, and it does not just miraculously go into a nice flat tortilla-like thing. It just breaks into pieces.
Well, they're well trained.
So, do you have any thoughts on that, Rem?
I was imagining a different process. I don't something involving some type of like vacuum compression thing. So when it's actually popping, it pops. You get more pop out of it.
Whoa!
We're not just doing like a regular popping process.
But that takes a lot less work.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It might cost a lot for that high-tech machine that can do that. Do we have any questions on the YouTube, Jim?
Yeah, we do. Dave Ashley says, "Is this a joke?" But he left off the question mark, so I don't know if we can answer that.
Is that it? What about Sue?
Yeah, Sue Nevins. She works for us now. We hired her during the last episode.
Yes, Sue Ann Niven asked. Oh.
Yep.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
You do it.
Sue Ann Nivens is asking, where'd the name Rem Lezar come from?
Oh, that is from the movie Creating Rem Lezar, which is a real weird kids movie. It's about 45 minutes long. It has a number of musical performances, and it's about a superhero who these two kids who are like outcast at school. They both have been dreaming of the same superhero. It's sort of like Nightmare on Elm Street in a way.
It's live action, right?
Yeah, it's live action. But then he appears somehow, and then he's immediately like, "I need your help, or else I'll die in 24 hours." He's like the worst superhero. So I love it.
Awesome. Cool.
Any
Let's
more
give a
questions
shout out
out
to Dave and Mike Coldan and Nate for all watching.
Absolutely.
I don't know who all's on the YouTube. but
And I
it's
think
nice to
Laura
have
and
some.
Augie are out there too.
Oh,
somewhere.
nice. What's up, Augie?
Are they watching in the car?
Levis didn't come back for this one.
Oh, that's disappointing that Levis isn't here.
Right. I
Maybe
think
he'll
didn't
check
you
in
invite
later.
him, Balto?
No, I didn't.
No.
I didn't think it would be
You
a
should
good
send him
idea.
an invite.
I don't think Levi's wants to come on here.
Get him as a guest, and you can jam with him live.
You should. He probably can't play.
I bet you're right about that. Brian, Balto, I like the the idea that when you say that you have to wrap the reed in toilet paper.
Yeah. Not the reed, the cork.
The cork, I'm sorry.
But that might sound cool too.
Yeah. The idea that's the only solution. Like that's just what you have to do.
Okay, well,
Wrap it in toilet paper.
When did you find out that you had to put something in there? What is it? Pretty soon after you started trying it?
Yeah, it's huge. It doesn't seal. So like when you put the mouthpiece on the cork, it just rolls around. But,
what else did you try?
Well, I have kind of migrated towards plumber's tape. Plumber's tape works really good. But I had a saxophone that I've since sold that I took to my repair guy and had him cork it for this Barry mouthpiece, and he thought I was a complete nut. Like he's like, "You want to cork your alto to play a Barry mouthpiece?" And yeah, I did that.
When Plaidworthy asked the name of the kid, I was hoping you would say Balto. And this whole time we had been assuming it was named Balto because of a Barry alto.
Oh, we got Catherine Murray on YouTube asking whole milk or 2%.
Oh, for sure.
Both.
No, whole.
Mixed together.
Whole.
Just whole.
Jimmy, you're both. You mix them?
Oh no, I thought Rem Lezar was saying he.
Oh no, he said whole.
Oh yeah. Whole.
I'm whole.
Mm-hmm.
Ben?
Tastes better.
Yeah, whole.
Yeah.
Whole for sure.
I drink almond milk, but we've had this whole conversation in I think episode 1.
Oh, you can't have it enough though.
This is a great show, man.
We have Michael Colden in the Q&R box.
Oh, nice.
He wants us to get well soon. And he says, thanks, Balto boys. And then says, MGK 2000.
All right.
I don't know if those are queries, but we'll respond with a big thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, that's a nice thing about having a query and response is that, you only answer questions, but you can respond to anything.
Oh, yeah.
So we really let the audience, have free reign over the Q&R box, knowing that they can expect a response.
Can they just send us pictures to comment on? That'd be kind of cool. Should add that
Next time.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks,
Rem,
guys.
thanks for coming on.
Sure.
Thank you
very much, Rem.
First guest, man. That was great.
This is historic.
Yeah. So you're gonna be back on the show now, or no? Are you?
We'll see.
Yeah, just reach out to Sue, and she'll take care of you.
Send you some paperwork.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, no, we'll run all the questions by my publicist first next time.
Okay.
Right on. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks. We
Yep.
have a new special guest, John Limbaum, playing
Oh,
guitar,
yeah.
right?
Yep.
Right on.
Gonna be awesome.
Should we close the door?
Let's close the door.
I'm out.
All right. July 26th, Valley.video.
See ya.
Bye.